Hi, Deb. I'm going live.
The new kill looks like a turkey combined with testicles.
Oh, I've seen that. Oh, god damn, that is
with
really.
one eye.
You know that really that's
It's the scrotum monster called the Dredge.
You guys got to kill
That's the killer.
a penis monster.
No, you don't kill it. It kills them. They don't.
What does it do? Oh my god, it's got balls with chewy things.
What are you talking about? There's
Look
no
at that's a ball there. That's a ball. Look at it, looks like a ball. A ball with a mouth and big, like teeth.
I mean, if anything, it looks like a badge.
So what's that game you're playing now?
I've been playing it for like a year and a half.
Okay, what's it called?
Dead by Daylight.
I need to get a new computer, but I'm worried about my health. I'm like, shit.
No, you can play as killers from Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, Amanda from Saw.
Oh, I want Amanda.
She plays the pig. All you do is she's a stealth killer. So you attach bear traps to people's head, and it pretty much kills them once the timer's up.
Oh,
yeah. They have 2 minutes and a half to take the trap off their head, and if they don't, it pretty much kills them on activation.
Wow. That's fun times. You play with your friends how to kill them, huh? How many times have you killed your friend?
He doesn't play that game.
Oh, okay. That's why you've been playing it so long. He has a friend that I call him his bitch, and he bitches about games and stuff. So, yeah. Anyway, I come to the point that there's nothing I can really do. My stomach's just getting bigger. But I am going to reach out to the Mayo Clinic and ask for some help because I really believe there's an underlying situation. Because you see, when a woman has a cyst, it's actually from their vein. So when you have a cyst, hi Terry, I know you're not going to stay long, but it only can get about this big at the most. So whatever's growing in there is getting bigger, and it's got to be a tumor. And I'm thinking, tumors can be very bad. And they're talking about, like a friend of mine said, if it's not your ovaries, it's probably a tumor outside your ovaries or something, in your stomach area. It could be anything. So, I've been drinking my kombucha tea. It's called Bubbly Probiotic Tea, Tropical Punch. And I let it in there too long, so it got very acidic. Oh, it's a couple months old. I'm just cleaning out the fridge and finding stuff and going, well, I don't need to buy this. And yeah, I haven't been grocery shopping like I usually am. I want to let everyone know that how to make a will. Now, if you want to make a living will and you're going on vacation, you can't get a hold of that pesky lawyer. This is what you do. You go and you can type on WordPerfect or whatever. You can sign it. You can do whatever. You go over to your, you can do it one way. You could go to your bank and have them ratify it. You ratify it, you get a little stamp, and you do whatever you want with the paper. Then there's another, the other way is you go to your insurance company and you tell them you want a living will. And then they'll try to sell you, of course, insurance. And right now I can't afford insurance, not even $10 a month, till I get some, I'll work hard. Yeah. God dang. I had somebody call me Stefan. Stefan is like a male name in Italian. I mean, not that I'm Italian, but I was being called by a coworker, and I go, well, if you want to call me Stefan, that's cool with me. I don't. I don't care, but I just want to let you know that it was a male, it's a male gendered name, you know. So here I am. I have looked up there. I would like to go to the Mayo Clinic. I would like to see if I can be helped there. The reason is they take it more professionally than anything. And that's the reason, you know. And I'm for certain that they could find out what's, you know, it's like a friend of mine said, she's heard people who have gone to the Mayo Clinic, that was their last hope. And through the last hope, they've gotten help. And that's what I would like to do. So it would cost some money. So what I wanted to do was call them up and find out what I could do to try to raise money to go there. I got to find out how much it's going to cost out of pocket to have somebody look at you and do all that stuff. So I am right now putting, you know, if somebody wants to donate flight tickets that could be used anytime to go, you know, where I need to go. I don't really want to put out where I'm going to go. At the clinic, that one, it's in the Midwest, and it's not, it is on the other side of the Rockies, which means it'll be good medicine. uh it's something that I would like to do. But if you're looking for like a living will, is very easy to make. I don't know why, being that my dad, you know, we have talked about this, and he could have made more than one living will, you know. I just had taken out a thing out of my arm. Oh, uh, I must have used that when I was sweeping or something. It was like uh, you know, I don't know what it was. It was like, you know, thing in my hand. Anyway, what I'm going to do, I got to clean up my room. I'm doing my laundry. As you see, you know, I had my bra thing open. I was like trying to close that up. Yeah, I have a lot of Vicky Secret bras. I got a lot of Vicky Secret. So this is my whole feeling and my whole thing. I would appreciate if someone would give me something so I could find out what is wrong, what is going on. Now, the only people, the haters who go on here, who put that I'm being a drama queen, they are people who are not right. They are people who are living in Trump, and they could put like a different geographical and stuff. Yeah, they're not from China or whatever. These are really not nice people who are being evil towards me. They're very bad people, and they really think I'm being a drama queen because I want to know where, I really want to know what's going to happen to my body. And yes, I do have a living will in order for my uh kids to get what's deserved. If something happens to me, yes, I do want my children to be taken care of. I want them to have enough money to pay for anything that needs to be done. I don't care to have to be buried. I already told Devin, just cremate me, do whatever the fuck you want with my ashes. You could put my ashes in the cat litter box. I don't give a crap. You know, I'm just stuff, you know? So here's the whole point. Uh, I don't know what's wrong with me. I've done everything that I could here. The medicine is so horrible. It is so bad. Don't even move here. If you have a condition, do not move out west. It will not be taken care of unless you have a doctor that you're going to visit every so often, because the doctors out here are useless. They're more worried about their tea time. Really, they are. They're more worried about going on the golf course than taking care of the patient. And that's what I've noticed. They don't want to help anyone but themselves in their pocketbooks. They go, we want to gut you out. We want to gut you out. We want to get this done. And I had one doctor who actually said that after 40, all women should be gutted out, is what he said. And I'm like, wow. And that is if you're over the age of 40 as a woman here, you got to kind of put it as How was it in, I would say, the golden era in the 50s, how they treated women? That's how it is here for medicine. You're treated as a mule, like you're just how old? Well, this is the what you should be going through. We're not going to look at what they do not listen to you, what you're going through and what problems you are. They have an actual thing that they deal with the woman's age and what they should be going through, and they try to pick out as much as they can in your age group that should be not what the symptoms are, the whole symptom chart. They're dealing with just age, and I think that a lot more women, older women, are having younger women problems than anything because the young women have been using such harsh drugs, and a lot of these drugs now are aging people at twice the amount of speed of light. And this is something that doctors were talking about. If it ages a woman, it ages them. It doesn't matter if they're 35. There's women at the age of 30 going through the change of life as we speak right now. Yes, because of all the drugs and the hard things that they've done to their body, it used up all their valuable lives. Mm. So here I am. In my family at my age, I'm at the prime of my condition of life, and I'm treated like I'm 80 years old. And I'm going, wow, I'm considered young in my family. And I I'm treated really horribly. So I'm going to tomorrow morning because they're on a different time case. I'm going to call up and tell them, is there anything that can be done for somebody who would like to go there but doesn't have the money? Because they do get donations and stuff, and maybe I can get a little help. I don't know. All I know is I really would like to go to this one hospital over in the Midwest. And that's not Michigan, but it's in the Midwest. It's supposed to be good for you. It's called Health Aid Kombucha. So I got it over at Smith's. It usually tastes a whole lot better, but I let it sit in my fridge for a month. It's been fermented. So let's talk about why you should have a living will. You should have a living will more than anything if you have young kids. All right, let me tell you this. You do not want auntie or a family member that you don't already get along with to try to help you raise your kids and deal with your money. And your kids are pretty well, you want to take care of your family. And I was told by my dad, who he may have talked the talk, but he didn't do the walk. What happened was, if he would have made a will, the family wouldn't have fought the way they did. So he didn't make a will. So I'm going to make a will and name Devin as a beneficiary because he is the oldest. Not because he's the both of them have their shortcomings and I love them dearly, but I'm making a living will for a fact that anything can happen. And not just for, my stomach's bloating out like I can't fucking believe. And no, it's not cysts because cysts only get this fucking big. So let's get that fucking right. And I want to hear somebody say that I'm using a lot of fuck words because they can pay down there. You don't want to hear her swear, pay down there. Don't want to hear her swear, pay down there. Do, 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 do. Yeah, I want to go to a actual hospital. These hospitals over here in Nevada, they're a joke. They don't give a shit about the patient. You know what they do? And this is what I was told by many, many, many people. They got a list. Your age is on that list. From if you have a list under a certain age, that is how they're going to treat you. They don't listen to you. The doctors here have no ears. They just look like ears, but there's no ears on these doctors. They're not good doctors at all. I have yet to find one that I can do something with. The best ones at that Mayo Clinic in the world, here in the US, we have the Mayo Clinic, and people from around the world go to it. So Do I want to go? Oh, yeah. Will I go? I don't know. I'm hoping that I could go. And if you're one of those haters, one of those, those haters, we're talking about those ones that put the Chinese little caricatures and stuff, they're typing. They are from Pahrump too. Those people saying I'm a drama queen, they're from Pahrump too. So just remember this. My daddy said that that was the best place to ever go to. And he's got brains. Actually, if the FBI wanted me, I got brains too. Hello. God, my dad and I, the biggest fight we ever had was me turning down the FBI. And you go through a lot. It's a lot of like, I was told that I would have to go through a year of training, a whole year. And I'd have to live in Washington. I was like so excited. And yeah, then the problem was then I met senior psychopath and I was like, oh, it's a dick. Oh, you know, my dad was right. There's plenty of them elsewhere, but the one thing that I'm glad I have my kids, even though my daughter's not talking to me right now. She could say what she wants, We can all hear the thing that we forgot that I didn't eat meat, and that's why you didn't offer a fucking thing for me to eat meat at over at the bunko. Yay. Yeah. And we can also forget that, uh, that Mother's Day came and I didn't get a phone call from you, Natasha. Yeah, I didn't get a telly, It's like, so let's enjoy ourselves. Now, um, when I was pregnant before Devin, I I had I had a weird pregnancy. I had said to my mom, you know what? All the smells, like how I could smell now, I could smell everything. I could smell the guy farting in the next room. I have these really acute smells. I finally said to Deb, I gotta clean this. I have these two drawers in the fridge I have. I go, oh my God, every time I open it up, I have to hold my breath. So finally, I took and cleaned out that part of the fridge and condensed some stuff and moved stuff around because it stunk so bad. My hallway just stinks. I have this, it's like you put water in it, brings water in the air. It's really wonderful when you live out here. The reason is because it's so dry and to add air and water really adds the smell. You can add little smellies. My my hallway smells like somebody farted in there and it stayed, and it's really not a great smell. Oh my gosh. Back a while ago, I got pregnant and didn't know I was pregnant. And my grandmother said, well, you're still having periods. And I go, yes. She goes, oh, you get that. I get that from my grandma's side of the family. Apparently, I was told by her that it happens sometimes, especially on her family. And I go, really? Oh, geez. You got eczema real bad and you have periods when you're pregnant? This sucks. And that's what I told her too. Boy, did I get the look. Well, I thought Swedish people. She goes, no, it's from my own. What side is this from? Because the Swedes all look beautiful and they live for a long time. What's the deals? So I was told by my grandmother that she had every pregnancy, including my dad and uncle and my aunt. She had a period through her whole pregnancy. The only thing she suggested was not to use she was told not to use, anything you put up your yoo-hoo, you just use pads. So I said, okay, and that's when she said, I know you're pregnant. They didn't do a test until much later. Oh God. They wanted, this is before the day after pill became noted. And my mom pulled a shitload of strings for me to get this pill. So she got the pill and she had me take it. No, she didn't get the pill a regular way because she worked in a doctor's office. She was able to get it. I'm not going to tell you the name, Brandon, but she, got the pill, and I naturally aborted the baby. I wasn't pregnant no more. Boy, was I happy about that. The day after pill worked great. It works great up to a certain point, and then you can't use it no more because it just won't work. It'll just cause a lot of cramping, and that's about it. So I know that, and I can explain to the doctors that what I was told, and I tried to tell other doctors my problems and what I was told by my grandmother and my family history about what's going on. So I wanted to go and try to contact doctors over at the place I wanted to go to. It's the number one in the United States. Yes, it is the number one. I'm not going to hear a doctor lie to me to the point where I really don't want to hear it no more. When you lie to a patient who is actually knows what's going on with her body, it's not a fun thing. I just thought to myself, well, I'm gaining a lot of weight. I just haven't been eating right, but I have been eating pretty decent, and going to the gym. I just, how can I say this? I'm just to that point where I want to know what's really going on with my body. I don't, I know that the doctors here are as useful as a bag of farts. They're just not there. They're fucktards. So the fucktards, that's what we're going to refer to, who are making me realize that my life isn't that long. And here, the joke is, if the fucktard doesn't like you, they will play God and they will say they'll let you die. They would. So I want to go to if somebody can give freely, that'd be really great. I wanted to know what's going on. So I'm thinking of selling my thing and using it so I can go to try to um, go to where I need to go so I can get the help that I need. I really would appreciate it. I finally got my light thing working at a. So I have never in my life been treated this way where I guess it would be like maybe my words and my documentary will change the doctors that are here, and maybe people will get a fucking backbone and go, hey, I don't like being treated that way. I'm going to report your ass. I don't like how you treated me. I'm going to report you. Yeah. Having a pissing contest is not being a doctor or a doctor's assistant. And I'm not sorry for bitching about that. If you are a doctor's assistant and you are having a pissing contest, you are no longer standing up for your oath. You have let people down. And maybe my documentary will be so well recognized as you got to treat your patient for not their age. There's a certain thing, you got to treat them for their ailments and listen to your patients. That's the problem the doctors have here. They have no ears. They go, okay, your age, this is what you should have, period. No question, no explanation. That is what they believe. And instead of believing that you're a person that is needing of a certain, something else, then that may be needed. Right now, I would like to go to a place that I'm going to have to fly there. I'm going to have to pre-appoint and everything and talk to somebody so I can have something done. Now, I heard that they have, because of the China virus, they like to, they can do something where you can be sent certain things and use it in front of them, or they could see what, certain whatever's going on. I don't know how to say this, but I really believe that this would help me out a lot. I don't think the doctors here are ever going to help me. I'm not going to go and see a doctor this month or next month or whatever. I'm not going to see another doctor in Nevada because they are broken. All the doctors in the West Coast of USA are broken. They're more worried about and we got to look on the chart. Her age is this and this. That's all we go on. That's it. And that's how they treat. You know, back in Greek times, over 3,000 years ago, I used to read some of the old shit from the medicine. I thought, well, this is old. I wouldn't be able to use. This is old medicine. This is their medicine. And the medicine in the 21st century right now is. They also use psychics. Oh yeah, they use psychics, and they were right more times than the doctors or computers or putting you on meds. I'm just putting it out there. So do I believe that the doctors here need to be fixed? Oh hell, they need to be fucking replaced. It will happen. It will take close to 20 years for all that to happen. But right now, this is a messed up system and it needs to be fixed. And people need to know how horrible it is. The doctor's having a fucking pissing, no, the physician assistant having a pissing contest. That's what got me. I run 5 miles. Do you know running what it does to your knees after a while? Yeah, that's why she got nice legs. That's it. The top of her body looks like mine. Shit, she's just probably thinking of her long lost sister. I'm putting it out there. That's how it came off of as a pissing contest that she didn't care about. That's what you do when you do not like a customer slash patient. You don't like a customer patient, treat them like shit and have a pissing contest. Now I know there's no one here, and that's fine. Everyone could see it afterwards. If you want to make a will, all you have to do is type, and I do think and know typing is way better and having it printed out. It looks a lot more professional. Now, under certain circumstances, like a deathbed and stuff, have it printed out, not in fancy penmanship. Just make it easy for everybody to read, and then sign and date and have your, the stamp of approval that it was you that did everything. You can have somebody come in, and for a little more money, you can have a person come to your house and they can legitimize your writing, and you can have that done. But you can have it done free at your bank, where you bring a letter in and say, look, I wrote this out. You sign the paper, you show your ID, and then they stamp it, and before long you have whatever you need. So I don't know what's going on, but when I did do sit-ups, it hurt so bad. I missed going to the gym yesterday. It hurt right up here. It was horrible. I was just like, oh my God, I feel like somebody hit me so hard. So my bras are getting small on me. They're really fitting quite well. I'm not going to sit there and take mine off and do a showy loo, but let's just put it this way. I'm thinking of taking a picture of that and putting it on my OK Cupid thing, which you can check out. In real life, this is what I attract: old men, children, animals, and what else? Old men, animals, that's about it. And some creepers. Yeah. Oh, I'm just like loving it. So I now have a creeping up stomach. And my size twos are getting smaller. I now, in order to sit down for my half an hour lunch, I have to but yeah, I have to unbutton and it sucks. Yeah. So recently, I realized a while back when I was working at the cafe over in the Terribles. I was working in their cafe for a short time, a couple years ago. And when I was working there, I worked with a lady that smelled bad. No one else could smell her. I could smell her. So I said, "Oh my!" I went and talked to somebody who knew her because I didn't really know her for say it was 2 weeks, and I was wondering what was going on. So after about 2 weeks, I talked to her friend and said, "I don't know about you, but I could smell cancer." And I told her friend, "Could you have your friend get checked out? Because I think she might have like some type of cancer or beginnings because it's not smelling bad." You see, when you first smell cancer, it smells like someone's like it just smells like a faint hint, but I could smell it and it's like and then after a while it smells like garbage. It's getting a little bit worse because my grandfather had cancer, and when he was dying of it, I couldn't stand to be near him because I could smell it. It smelled so bad. And I told my grandma, she goes, "You can smell cancer?" Wow. She was really, and they didn't, unlike the normal people here, the people here in Pahrump are way normal. God, anyway, what happened was I had told this woman and had a talk with her to go see a doctor and get a blood test or something. So she did. She had cancer. I thought that was really, really weird. I was like, "Whoa, really?" She goes, "Yeah, she's really actually happy that, you they could smell that she smelled like cancer." Okay. So I was not crazy about that person, but I thought it was real weird. I'm going, "Oh God, I haven't smelled." Oh yeah. So sometimes when you smell people and you don't know, you might have a special thing where you could smell people's cancer or where, whatever. Well, anyway, um, I didn't care if she knew. I knew. I just wanted her, the lady, to go and get taken care of. There's other people that I work with. It's like, it's always good to be on the know because you never know when you're going to go. You never know when you're going to go. So tomorrow I'm going to have them do everything. I have been gone out today and I'm like, so, yeah, I really, um, so I'm hoping that everything really works out. I'm like, I really want to go to the Mayo Clinic. It really is the number one. It's so good. So anyway, I just wanted to state that I'm going to be cleaning room and yeah. I also know that whatever I have is not a ovarian cyst. That is right now the way my stomach is hanging and stuff. Not hanging, just being bigger is making me think, what is it? I have tumors. I don't have. If I had a what's it called? Where you're, if I had like where I felt, that I strained myself, it wouldn't be just over here. It would be, I don't know how it would be when you strain yourself and you have that. I don't know if it's painful. I mean, I'm in pain, but not that much pain. So I don't know what's going on. I think I have a tumor. I think that the doctor is just trying to make extra money, and that's my feeling. Yes, they do. I have a doctor here in Pahrump. He has been charging my insurance company for years, and I haven't seen him. So they called me, which is unusual. They never call. I haven't seen Dr. Richter in 2 years. And I said that. And I go, I don't know why he keeps charging you guys, because I've gone elsewhere to get other things done, because Dr. Richter is nothing but a nutbag. So that's where it goes with that. Yeah, he's a doctor you want to stay away from. He's a doctor from the 1950s who treat women like the 1950s. He never got out of that era. Never got out. That same era where what was it that my dad said? In the 1950s, if you were in your 30s, you were already out to pasture. That's how he looks at you. In the 50s, in the 50s, by the time you turned 30, by the time you turned 30, you were considered out to pasture. By the time you were 40, you're a grandma. By the time you were 50, you were a great grandma. And that's how they treated every woman and how they should be. So many women who don't realize that, certain parts of our bodies should stay in there. And even if an ovaries, they just get smaller without use. Shoot. That's what I was told. So here's the whole point. What's going on with my body? Well, it's not ovarian cysts, because even I was told by a friend of mine who their family is filled with doctors, said it's not ovarian cyst, it's a tumor. Anything that big has got to be a tumor. So if they even took that out and then they're going, well, we don't got, I'm not playing the operation game here, dudes, I don't got another year to take off. So I'm like going, okay, I have to support myself. And here I am dealing with this problem. And I'm going, what the fuck? So apparently I was told that senior psychopath finally got through to them, and that's the reason why he signed it. No, he signed it because it's just, God. So any haters, they're usually the ones that live here in Pahrump, even if they put that they're Chinese or whatever. The haters are the other women who do not like me. And yes, they may say, show a man's picture and stuff, but yeah, we all know where that's going. So here's the whole reality of everything. You can make a will. A living will is easy. Type it up on your computer, print it out. Oh, speaking of which, I gotta tell Devin that we need to. Okay, Devin, I'm gonna have to. Okay. All right, Devin is playing a game and he needs his bandwidth. So I got to go next door and help my neighbor with her printing and stuff because I'm a fucking nerd. I'm a nerd and I'm weird. I don't care how you put it. The reason why, let me tell you this, a long time ago, when I was a teenager, I worked with specialized citizens of the United States who were, okay, I worked with retarded people. All right. There's no other way to do it or say, they were retarded and they were good kids. It's just they'd run away outside the facility naked. One guy was a whipper. I'm not going to go and explain what whipper is. Use your imagination. And then one girl was a runner. And I worked there and they called them extremely special. Please use the weird because at least with weird, when you say extremely special or special, it reminds me of those kids. And they were good kids. They were good kids. Let's just put it, they were good kids. But, oh boy. Yeah, running after a naked, greased up girl was not my idea. My dad finally said he had me get out of that summer program real quick. So, yeah. I got to help my neighbor print out some stuff, and I'm going to let you guys go, and I'm going to find out when he's not on. I love you guys. Bye. I'm going to end the stream.